Man, R.I.P. to that man, John Witherspoon, the ultimate father figure on and off the screen, bomb first. Let's get it. Yes, sir. It's your boy Snake Eye. Bomb First TV checking in, man. Salute to the military. Thank you for rocking with a real one, man. Man, I like to say, man, RIP to Mr. John Witherspoon, the ultimate father figure on and off the screen. But before we get into this blog, a sad occasion, Bomb First, I want everybody to don't play with that like button when you come to Bomb First TV, man. Straight up, man. Let's get into it, man. The world is mourning the loss of John Witherspoon, Bomb First, the Friday and Boomerang star who died Tuesday at the age of 77, had a paternal presence that went well beyond the characters he portrayed, Bomb First. I mean, this is just a sad situation. It's sad when anyone dies, but he done brought so much laughter and joy to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying in the black community, which is true, but he brought a lot of laughter and joy to a lot of other people besides the black community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of communities, you know. Let's get into it though. You probably noticed his outfits first. How could you not? But John Witherspoon made his presence felt in everything he appeared in, Bomb First. To simply call Witherspoon, who died at the age of 77 on Tuesday, a legend, undersells his legacy, y'all. And I hope y'all enjoy the pictures. I tried to get a whole mix of them so everybody can kind of see through his career. The actor connected generations of black comedy and black Hollywood, from the Richard Pryor Show to Black Jesus. There's a 10-year stretch in which he appeared in numerous classic films, including 1987's Hollywood Shuffle, 1990's House Party, 1992 Boomerang, and 1995 Friday. Bang, bang, bang! In Witherspoon's most notable roles, he shined as a paternal figure, someone just as eager to offer guidance as he was to roast whoever, and someone who might do both in the same sentence. The same sense of responsibility was resilient and necessary. It was about guiding the next generation along the right path, with the understanding that sometimes a little levity was necessary to accomplish that. And for that reason, Witherspoon's fatherly presence went well beyond the characters he portrayed, Bomb First. He wasn't just Pops on the Wayans brother. He was a father figure to many, y'all. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, Bomb First. He really was, you know, to a lot of people, to a lot of comedians. They looked up to him. They loved the show John. They loved his influence and the things he did as that fatherly role. Witherspoon always made the most of limited screen time. He stole the show during Boomerang's famous Thanksgiving scene. Do y'all remember? Appearing with BB Drake as the outrageous parents of David Allen's Greer tightly wound Gerard. From the moment his Mr. Jackson steps in the door, it's clear that Marcus, played by Eddie Murphy, and Tyler, played by Martin Lawrence, view him in a paternal light. But just as quickly as he takes the time to explain the importance of outfit coordination to Marcus, or embarrasses Gerard yet again during dinner, he abruptly put Marcus in his crosshairs in his own home. It's all about idea and rooted in impulse, which Witherspoon, who said he had ad-libbed everything, captured perfectly, given the time he had to convey the dynamic, y'all. Mr. Jackson saw all three of them as his son, meaning one of them was above mild slander, regardless of the circumstances. That quality became a hallmark of Witherspoon's best performances. Take Friday, for example. I smelled your shit for 22 years. Now you can't smell mine for 5 minutes? Ain't nobody gonna drop a stinking load. It's gonna be me. Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. A number of lines Witherspoon delivered as Mr. Willie Jones are blunt, carrying his muted frustration and abundance of condescension that grates the nerves as intended. It's a distinct and familiar brand of an older black man's soapboxing. The method and stories may have been annoying, but in his mind they were character building experiences for Ice Cube's Craig and occasionally Chris Tucker's Smokey. The approach didn't matter as long as the message left an impact. His speech to Craig about using his fist for protection rather than a gun are rooted in the moral code he was raised on. The bulk of his lectures were about preparing his kids for the world based on that code. He taught Craig how to defend himself in an honorable way. Mr. Jones made a living catching dogs, but protecting his children and haphazardly their friends was the more important job. And for the majority of the Friday series, that was his reason for being. Everybody was saying, they think that's one of his best roles he played in Friday. I liked him on the Wayans brother. He did a lot, man. I mean, him and Sean and Marlon, they had a chemistry. But like they said, in the paternal sense, he did a lot and showed a lot of people, what he can do. Made a lot of people laugh. And, just like, Bill Cosby, they looked at him as America's dad. They looked at him as a father figure because of the pops roles that he played, you know what I'm saying? And it just, people just saddened today about the loss of John Witherspoon. So on behalf of Bomb First TV and everybody in the military, I want to say RIP to John Witherspoon. You never know when it's your last day, Bomb First, so make today count, you know what I'm saying? John Witherspoon, he worked up until he passed, he was just on planes and doing a lot of stuff, people said they recently talked to him, and that goes to show his work ethic as well as his morals and standard. He was a family man. His son put up, that he had passed and he was the best dad ever, I'm paraphrasing. But that leads people to think that he really was a good man on and off the screen. You got a lot of people that they do real good on screen, but in real life, let's just be honest, Bonfire, there's some assholes out there. You know what I'm saying? And on the screen, you thinking you got a lot of people that say they couldn't wait to meet their favorite star, Bonfire. I can't wait to meet her, or I can't wait to meet him. And then when they meet them, they realize that the people they portraying on the screen or on these songs ain't the person that they are in real life. But to my understanding and from what I'm getting from a lot of people, he was definitely that in real life. You can just see his interviews and tell his demeanor that he was just a good person, you know what I'm saying? Witherspoon worked with the same people frequently. Robert Townsend, Baby Drake, Ice Cube, DJ Pooh, Anna Marie Horsford, Regina King, various members of the Wayans family. Those are just a few names, but they're among the many collaborators who regarded him as family. My dad, my grandpa, my comedic inspiration, King tweeted early this morning after the news of his passing spread. You were my TV dad and my mentor and my friend, Marlon Wayans. No matter the setting, Witherspoon helped foster an invaluable sense of community as Black Hollywood expanded. The warmth, wisdom, and humor endeavored him to generations of talent, but it also jumped off the screen and enraptured audiences for a decade. Witherspoon was a familiar and necessary figure, especially in the black community. The person who loved you like one of their own, the person who treated you like family, the person who understands that roasting is a love language. That's why RIP Pops is trending on Twitter today. I mean, it's just crazy, y'all. Legends like John Witherspoon are fathers to all of us in a sense, regardless of whether we know them personally. Y'all, then that just can't be, that is just the truth, y'all. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you knew the man personally or not, if you watched him in the movie, you felt him as a fatherly figure, and that's what he wanted to portray. But he also wanted to have an undertone of having morals, what he was saying and doing in these movies. A lot of times people get mixed up with the shenanigans and stuff, but it's always a message in the madness, Bonfire. And that's what he did portray. I mean, you laugh your ass off, but at the same time, he told Craig, to fight with your hands, use this instead of your fist. Use your mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of things in life, Bond first. You can beat a lot of people way worse using your mind than you can with your fist. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't gonna end you nowhere but jail or in the grave. So he tried to teach the young people and just people that younger than him the right way to go about situations. You know what I'm saying? To think it out, think it through. So I just want to say, I just wanted to go on Bond first. I had to come on and just really say that, R.I.P. to John Witherspoon. He will be missed. The movies are there forever, but the man will be missed. And R.I.P. on behalf of Bond First TV. And we're going to drop these bombs for you one last time, John Witherspoon. And thank you for everybody that's rocking with me. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Don't play with that like button. And, man, keep rocking with me, man. And thank y'all to all the new subscribers that's rocking with me. Y'all really got the channel jumping, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to get on here a lot more. Lately I've been putting up the TV shows or whatnot, but I'm gonna get on here a lot more lately and talk to y'all. Make sure y'all leave me comments so I can spit that venom in it. Man, it's your boy Snake Eye. This Bomb First TV. The bomb has been dropped. Gone.